Hey guys, it is Monday here in West Virginia, and today we're taking a look at the 1970 Dodge Challenger TA from Autoworld and Greenlight. Now, there are different colors available on them, obviously, but what I was getting to is these shades of green and yellow. Autoworld has a different shade of green than what Greenlight does. Same thing with the yellow. Now, the Autoworld one, if I remember right, said this was banana yellow. And then there's also cream yellow, which may be this one. I know some of these diecast companies, their shades are off a little bit too. So this could also have been a representation of banana yellow. I'm not sure. And I'm not sure whose is closer, if it would be Autoworld or Greenlight. They're pretty close, though, with the Greenlight being just maybe one shade lighter. But, yeah, the yellows are pretty close. Now, the green, this is probably the Sublime or the Sassy Grass. I forget which one's which. Plymouth was one, Dodge is the other. Now, here's the Greenlight version. It has a lighter green. Once again, only just like one shade, but there was what they called bright green available that year too. So that may be the case. This may be the bright green versus like the Sublime. But that's the only ones that they did the same of. All the other colors are different. Like Autoworld, you had your Hemi Orange and your Moulin Rouge or Panther Pink. And then you had a black one also that they did for the Muscle Car and Corvette Nationals. And then Greenlight had this blue one here. Now, this originally came with Mopar rallies on it from Greenlight, and when I had the dealership set up, I wanted all the cars to kind of correspond together. So I changed the wheels on this one to get something that looked like this one. These are actually cop wheels from the Hot Pursuit wheel and tire package from Greenlight, but they suited this car very well. This blue is, it's kind of like petty blue, but maybe like a shade darker. So I'm not sure what they would call this blue. It's definitely not B5 blue. It's more of like a high impact color without any metal flake in it. B5 was like a medium blue poly with some slight metallic in it. But this is more along the lines of petty blue, but just a little bit darker. But the cop wheels, they kind of matched up pretty good. And the reason I did this is because the tires are narrower on those compared to Greenlight's Mopar Rallies. I definitely like Greenlight's Mopar Rallies versus the Mopar Rallies on the Autoworlds. The Autoworlds just look too small, and because they're so small, they lack detail too. And then the tires are a little bit thin where it makes the sidewalls look like they're caving in. So I don't know. I'm not a big fan of the Autoworld polyglass tires on Mopar Rallies. Now, the Greenlight ones, from the profile picture, it looks really, really cool. They're pretty much spot on, but the problem with them is the width. They're like truck tires. They're huge. They should not be that thick or that wide. They should be about as wide as these guys here and such, but I don't think they can get the detail that they do with the wide ones on narrow ones. But they did have two versions of their Magnum 500s. They do have really wide ones that they had at first. Then they redid them to be narrow like these, and they both look great. Actually, the narrow ones have more profound details on them than the wide ones. So Anyways, both cars look fantastic, actually. There's the rear of the Greenlight one. You got your Challenger TA emblem on that special ducktail spoiler that was offered on the TA. And then there's one detail that I think was forgotten by Autoworld, is the black on the tail panel. Let's see if they did it on their other ones. No. Now, I'm not sure if that was an option or not, but we can see that all of the Greenlight ones have that black area. Honestly, it looks like they recasted the Challenger. To be honest with you guys, the tail end of this car here looks different than this one. The tail lights look slightly different. Huh, that's kind of weird. Let me see about this guy here. Yeah, it's like they redid their casting or so. Because even the grill looks a little narrower. Yeah, that's kind of odd. I don't know if Greenlight retooled their casting or not, but as you can see on the tail lights of the yellow one versus the blue one, there's definitely a big difference there. The rear bumper, the rear roll pan, everything is different. But the thing that I wanted to know about factory is the black stripe back there. I think that's one thing that Autoworld neglected on theirs. But, yeah, there's definitely been a retool of the Challenger. At least part of it. Because the tail lights are definitely different. Unless it's just a tampo the way it laid down. But no, it's not. Because look, this Challenger has the right chassis where the tailpipes exit in front of the rear tires. And this one has the tailpipes coming out the back. And that's not correct for the TA. The yellow one is correct. As you can see on all of the Autoworld ones, they use this chassis with the tailpipes coming out the side. So, I don't know. It may just be the back of this one is tooled different because of the fact that it uses this chassis for the TA Challenger. And these two that they did, they used the incorrect chassis. So that may be the difference. The back of the car is tooled a little bit different because of the cutouts for the exhaust and such. So that may be the case. But I was just wondering about that black stripe, though, and then I found out about those other two not having the correct chassis with the, well, correct exhaust, I should say. But yeah, it's a difference, so you can see that one would be the correct one with the side outlet exhaust. The AR CUDA and the TA Challenger both did that. So, here's the Moulin Rouge, or Panther Pink. I forget which one called it which. Dodge was Panther Pink or Moulin Rouge, and Plymouth would have been vice versa. So, very cool car. And the engine detail of Autoworld is always awesome. This one doesn't have a hose on it. They usually have upper radiator hoses on a lot of their stuff, which really looks good. It adds that unique detail to it that others lack, but they did not do that to this particular TA. Now, under the hood of the Challenger from Greenlight, it's also not too bad. As you can see, pretty comparable. I mean, they both look the same pretty much, so they both have nice under the hood details. Now, these are the ones that did not have the correct chassis. And it looks the same pretty much. And they got the correct hoods on both. So both are really nice. The only thing I have against Greenlights is the way that the front tire looks like it sets back too far. Or either the front end sets a little too low. One of the two. But the Autoworld one seems to be spot on with the way the tire placement is, the ride height, everything. But that's because those wheels are a little bit small. But if you even go with like a larger diameter wheel, which is their dog dish Stillies, and they look perfect too. So Autoworld nailed it with their stance and wheel and tire placement. It's just I don't like their Mopar rallies as much as I like Greenlights, but Greenlights are a little bit too wide. But anyways, they both look great though, especially in a diorama. They match up together in size. So Greenlights did okay with getting their car in 1/64, so it matches with these other ones. So I know somebody commented before that Mr. Norms took order of a lot of 50 Challenger TAs, which would have been something to see back in 1970. I got to do some research on that. If that's true, one day I may try to represent that in a diorama. I've got 7 of them so far, so I would need a lot more to do that. But maybe I could do it without using all TA Challengers. But yeah, that's kind of a cool story, and that would be kind of a very cool diorama thing to see. That's it, guys, for Mopar Monday. Hope you enjoyed it. And as I said, I recommend both these cars. They both look great. So we'll be back again on Friday for our Free It Friday. If anything comes up between now and Friday, we'll be sure to do a video on it. Turn on your notification bell so you know when we do drop something new. Thanks for watching, guys, and enjoy your week.